There's Mike Dugan. We have decided to come back to the water for one more time. Tomorrow is the first day of fall, and the temperatures are going to be dropping dramatically, so we thought we would take advantage of today. Let me zoom back in here. Ooh, come on, baby. There we go. Water is pleasant. Some storms expected to come in tonight, so we're going to try to attack this as heavily as possible. I know up here on land we have Jim Scarber down there, and right back here behind me, over in this little field, is Ron Simmons. They've also joined us. So we're going to give it a what for, if you will. Mike is coming back to settle a score with what he thinks is a quarter. It's about right out there someplace, if I can remember correctly. He said he thinks it's a quarter, he just can't get it. It's deeper than what he wants, so he brought his snorkel, his everything but his fins. And that's pretty much it. I just found me a fired round ball right over there. I don't think I can get it out of here in time to show you, but we are here to look for some Civil War stuff, some old stuff, whatever we can pull up. He is sticking his head in the water now. Still trying to dig out that round ball. There it is. There you go. Not much, but it's a relic. Oh, also, real quick, if you've seen some of my videos before, I had the Equinoix 600. What do you have there, a rifle barrel? That sure looks like it from here. I'll be there to look at that here in a second. That definitely looks like something.
Makes you wonder.
Yeah, we'll look at that here in just a second. Anyways, my Equinoix 600 is gone, and I have turned it into gold. I've got the AT Max, but this was my go-to machine for years and years. When this first came out, I picked this machine up. This one's a brand new one. Traded it off, so I am for now ever a Garrett guy. I've tried MindLab, and because of my disability, being deaf in one ear and really some hearing loss in my right ear, the tones on the MindLab machines, I just can't hear very well. I'm more of a tone guy at first, and then I look at the numbers. That's pretty much the way it works for me. So Garrett, here's a plug for you. And all you Garrett lovers out there, you're going to enjoy this, because I've got the gold, and I've also got the AT Max. There are a few streams out in Colorado I want to hit too for some gold nuggets. All right, next water puddle coming up. Well, the rain started to fall. Jim and I have decided to work a little further downstream. Looks like he's up to his neck. I'll have to get his floaty when it comes by. I was downstream just a little ways and decided to look at the radar. It looks like it's going to start pouring here pretty quick, so I'm working my way back upstream and just found this. I've found one of these before, and this is just half of it. But actually what that is a half of a Victorian paper clip. This would be the part that you squish together, and that's the end right there that would hold the paper. Kind of hoping the rest of it's in here. Just right out here I've got another 80 signal, so I'm hoping the other half of it might still be laying there. But that's a pretty good find. Downstream I did find one round ball just past that little ledge right there of rocks. Just on the other side there's a little bit of flat rock, and I hit that real quick. Came out with a nice 69 caliber round ball fired, and I'm working my way back up. This is it. We'll let you know what the next thing is here in just a second. Okay, Mike and I have found another little stretch of flat rock. Pretty nice little area. I was just actually I was just walking through this stream right here, because this is no flat rock. A lot of I'm gonna turn my machine off. There we go. Kind of hard to detect him, because when you do get a signal, it's down under all these underneath all these rocks. It's really kind of hard. But I got a really nice slamming grassy signal here. Thought I would at least go ahead and try to dig it out, and I think I've got something here. I'm going to show you what it is. You can kind of see it right there. I'm thinking it's the back of a pocket watch. I could be wrong, could be completely wrong, but let's go take a look. don't know what that is. Definitely brass. 2 holes in it. I don't see any writing offhand on it. I don't know what that could be. Maybe part of a rosette? I don't know. About the size of a pocket watch, but I just don't know. We'll get it home, get it cleaned up, see if it's anything special. We're working our way back to the truck. We know it's about ready to pour on us here pretty soon. We don't want to get caught in a stream when it's too flooded. Can't really see very well anyways. Alright, next puddle coming up. Alright, had to come back up and put my clothes back on. This hole was rather deep. Here, sorry about that. This hole was rather deep. That's Mike's. Fell off his machine, so I gathered it up for him. Had to come over here and take all my clothes off, or at least my belt and my vest. And then walk back out here. I'll show you the hole if I can find it. It's starting to rain pretty good. I'm starting to catch a little bit of a cold here, so I need to pretty much give this up. Let me find it again. Okay, there's the item. Probably can't see that very well. '80s, '90s. I don't know if you'll be able to see the hole or not. Let me see if I can find it. The hole was probably, well, first off, it's about 2 feet deep right here. And the hole, I've got a little bit of a chill going on. Anyways, I'll just find it again. Starting to get a little murky. Had to dig out the hole, and the hole actually was about a foot deep, full of mud and rocks. Thought I felt something come out of the hole, so I decided to scan back over it. And apparently, there it is. I threw it out. Let's take a look at it. And I haven't seen it. I can just see it from up here. Here we go. It's kind of murky. Much newer than I thought it was. Darn it. I thought it was an oldie. I mean, it's still kind of old, but darn, I thought it was much older than that. Anyways, that's what came out of that hole. Haven't dug a lock in a while. Mike's down there. We're about ready to call it quits. At least I need to. It's getting cold. It's been raining. Temperature's dropping. Here is the blue towel wrap-up for today's water hunt. Mike Dugan and I only spent about 4 hours in the water today. The rain came in, and when it came in, it started pouring pretty good. So we called it quits. We got pretty chilly there towards the end. We were both pretty sopping wet, and the temperatures were dropping. But and I'm still not quite sure how well Mike did or what he found. But this is what I found today. Let's start with the junk. This is the sinkers, a couple of rooster tails, 22 bullet piece of brass. Got some thread on the inside. First I thought it was a ring until I got it out of the water and realized that it was not. So that just goes in the file 13. One coin today, a Lincoln penny memorial. On the sieve side, I am going to go with, well, this is definitely a 69 caliber round ball. There's a half of fired one, smaller round ball fired. The lock you saw, took you underwater for that Yale lock. I don't know how old that is. It can't be too old, but of course it does have quite a bit of corrosion on it. So maybe 60s. I don't know. I just don't know. And the top row up here is the brass. One harmonica reed. You didn't see me get that. That was right on the edge of the bank. and I'd say that's pretty old. It was pretty cold then. I was shivering. I was waiting on Mike to get up there, and I was kind of glad to get that. It was the last thing I dug today. This I thought part of a pocket watch. Still not quite sure what it is. It's brass. 2 holes in it. Don't know what it goes to. It'll always be a mystery. And this here is half of a Victorian paper clip. And the only reason I know that is because a few years back I dug a whole Victorian paper clip, and it's right here. This is what I dug, oh gosh, maybe 3-4 years ago. That's pretty similar. It's got the hole in the middle. I'm thinking that's exactly what that is. Anyways, that was a nice find back then. But that's what that is right there. I was sure hoping to be able to find the other half of it. That's it. That's the blue tile wrap up. Thanks for watching. We're in our 11th hour of creek hunting for 2018. We might have one more water hunt in us if the weather warms up. Maybe in the next big warm snap we have. Temperatures right now, I believe, are supposed to get down into the 70s for daytime highs, maybe even a couple of high 60s for the next week or so. So we'll just see what happens. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, please.